Hey folks, welcome to episode 17, I think, of my Let's Play series of Shadow Empire. We're playing on an ice planet. This is round 51, and let's have a look at the history to see what happened. Okay, we got attacked here, lost 400 troops. And these guys are breaking through in the, trying to break through over this. This looks like a river or something. Yeah, that actually is a river. So I'm not sure if that actually how that counts towards the combat resolution. There's one way to find out, I guess. Anyway, let's. Oh, I've got plenty of political points now. That's interesting. What has happened to change this? I wonder. Civilization levels dropped. Now that would be because of the it's the average, because we've got these relatively barbaric zones. We've got to be a bit careful. You do need to keep. You need to keep your people happy in all of your zones, otherwise your overall civilization level does drop, and that's not ideal. Okay, let's have a look at the vidcom. Decade of fanaticism still in full effect. Well, not in full effect, it's moving into the full effect phase. Got a long way to go yet. We've developed a twin barrel MG3. We've completed vidcom broadcasting. That will help with our civilization level. And we've also got a bunch of cards as well. Decision wise, the militia want to place a commemorative plaque. Yeah, we don't have the money for it though. The reason being is because, yeah, we're still got 256 negative cash flow. This is kind of a problem. Yeah, we need to increase our relationship with Schwarzmark as well. That's quite important, I'd say. This is the national budget allocation. I don't want to mess with this too much, I don't think. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I might change that later on depending on what I decide to do. I'm going to leave this decision for the time being. I'm going to have to raise some money this turn, one way or another. Now, there are several ways of doing it. One of them is the slave trader. I can extort the slave trader, basically. In fact, I wonder if we can do that now. That might be worth doing. Let's go to Kirkwall. Talk to Lola Beathands. Yeah, the difficulty is only 50, so we can just do that again. He gave us 700 credits. Okay. Easy done. So, yeah, that's given us 700 credits. That's a little bit of money to kind of keep tiding us over. Do we want to pay for this commemorative plaque? Giggins White Rock will like that. That will make him perform better. Is that worth 200 credits, though? We can't really sell a whole lot of stuff. Now, oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed this or whether I pointed it out when it happened, but we've actually found some rare metals. Look. It is, there's nearly 6,000 at level 6. It's kind of hard to get out, but it's not that, not that problematic. And yeah, this is important. This would probably be worth putting a zone down for, I'd say. Because I think we're a whole, let's just get the hexes back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 50. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of administrative strain if we try and pick this up from Kirkwall, to the point where it will likely, I think that might just put us over the 10% limit, where we start getting a problem for it. Oh, we're already at 9%, look, so we really need to sort that out. It's very, very important. Now, let me just have a look at the strategic map and just go to zones. Now, you'll see that Kirkwall, yeah, I think if we're picking up anything from here, then that's what's causing this administrative strain here, so... Okay, let's go back to the decisions. I'll come back to that one, I'll think about it. Economic Council Research Objective. Let me just check what these... Let me just have a look at that organisation and just see what the percentages are. Yeah, I mean, we're mostly going into prospecting, aren't we? I think I'm going to take some out... I'm going to drop some out of prospecting there, actually. Because I think we've probably found everything that we can in the areas that we've got. Let's just drop that down a little bit. And we'll put a little bit more into research. Economic policies not so bothered about yet. Prospecting, let's take down to 20. Yeah. And then just keep this. I think discovery is going to be important. Just confirm that for myself. So, yeah, we need to discover heavy industry, solar energy, and physical storage. I don't really want to break too far down into these until I've got solar energy. Solar energy is kind of broken in this game, I think. It's just too good. But it... I'm not averse to cheesing it a little bit. I think that what would make solar energy better, and by the way, I've not played this game for a while, so it might have changed, but I think solar energy, it generates too much energy for what it is. I mean, in real life, solar energy is absolutely useless, isn't it? It just sucks. It's like you have to have like enough solar panels on your house to cover your entire roof just to get your cell phone charged. It's absolutely crap. So I think it should be the same in this, like, you know, and maybe you can increase the efficiency of it later. Either that or just make it so that it's dependent on the planet type. So if you've got a lot of precipitation, then the solar shouldn't work so well. I don't know, this has got to be some way of doing it, because at the moment you don't, like, do you ever use anything other than solar? Because I don't know, I don't. Unless I have, you know, used power plants occasionally, you know, when I've had a lot of excess fuel, but for the most part solar does it all. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, we go back to decisions. Model design. Oh, right. Okay, so we actually created a model here. And this was the machine gunner's twin barrel MG3 with the advanced machine gun and padded envirosuit. So you'll see these. They've got a fair, you know, looked over twice as much soft attack and hard attack, and then we've got you know, we've got a big increase in hit points as well. And also, look, this is a decent model now. The base design actually went up to 119, which is pretty good. The weapon design's gone up to 113, which is good, and armor's very, very good. So this has actually become a really good model. You see what I mean? You want a high structural design because it really increases the base design. This has also gone up, but you'll see that, you know, these have gone up kind of slower. So you really want a high structural design. Like 80 is not good enough in my opinion. People will argue with me over that, but anything over 100 is good for me, and anything under 100 is bad. That's basically the way that I see it. For example, this is okay. It's got bad armor and bad weapons, but, you know, that's something we could look at making. But I think next, probably the no-brainer is the light tank, just in case we get attacked. And early on, I think you probably want to put a howitzer on these things, because you're mostly going to be fighting infantry with them. Let's just go for the... usually what I do at the start of the game is I'll make one that's cheap to make, so I can get some model design points up and just kind of churn them out. Especially when you just attack it. Yeah, I might just get a really cheap one. So that would probably be cheap enough that it'd be easy to get out, and it would be quite light. Yeah. See, the total weight is going to be 225 with this, which means, yeah, we're going to need a medium diesel engine on it. Let's just go for that. We'll just get a relatively light tank. We'll just use that for clearing out militia. And it's also good to have, you know, just to have some cheap tanks up anyway. And we'll get the design, we'll get the field testing done. Next, I think, I don't know, like, do we even need power at this point? I don't think so. Yeah, we're losing 500 a turn. We've got tons of power already. I think I'm going to go for hydroponics. Militia, okay, so now we're back to this. Oh, there's a miners' strike in Corona. Right, this is where meritocracy starts dropping, because you get the option between, you know, stamping on their heads or giving them money. Giving them money is always a bad move, because you don't want to be giving them money. The thing is that these will raise autocracy and democracy. Now, autocracy will raise at the expense of meritocracy. Autocracy, I don't know, like Corona, I don't think we've got that many troops here. Mind you, we don't have many people there either. 500 troops would probably do that. 5 to 20% of the workers in Corona. How many workers have we actually got there? So 10% would be 300. So it's only going to be about 50. I think we can probably do this. Let's just get these guys in here temporarily, and then I think it's going to be autocracy. And I'm doing that because I really don't... sorry, it's going to be... Oh, yeah, no, it wants to be democracy, not autocracy. Okay, yeah, let's pay them. Yeah, see, that dropped, that raised democracy up. I don't mind getting a bit of democracy. I don't want it to be the highest thing in the profile. Meritocracy is important. Now, I suppose I could potentially go into democracy for a bit just to get the political bonus. That would be really helpful. I mean, and then, you know, and then somehow kind of bring it back up. I don't want to lose martial tournaments. Capable supervisors particularly is really, really good. I really don't want to lose that. Now, there is a card in... Which one is it? Yeah, it's Recruit Special Ops. This is a really, really good card. Which enables you to get somebody good for your spy, you know, spy team. But that involves going into autocracy. So, I don't want to go into that at the moment, I don't think. As for this decision here, I think I'm going to do it. I think I've got ways of making money now that, you know, that mean that money's not quite as tight as it was. Okay, let's start down in the southeast. I shouldn't be really, like, searching with GR stuff. Let's get these guys back out. And we've got a pocket of troops here that, well, I want to try and get into this pocket. If we're going to explore, let's do it with the units that are actually good for exploring, rather than, you know, troops that aren't really ideal for that job. Get these guys back here so we can get them rejuvenated in some way, replenished. Now the bikes are going to put some recon on here. Now they might attack this HQ, but I think not. I think what they're more likely to do is try to back out this way. Now they're not going to be able to, because of the zone of control. I'm fairly sure that they're not going to be able to go all the way. I mean, all the way, you know, to the southeast here. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. I don't think they're going to come out like this. I think it'd be dumb if they did. At least, you know, for them, wouldn't be the smartest thing for them to do. Did I actually upgrade this in the end to a supply base 2? No, I wonder if I should. Now, the other thing that I was considering doing was making a zone with a truck station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The problem is with building loads of zones, right? Is not only are you taking you having to take population from your, you know, from one of your main places, you know, from Kirkwall. You also then you've got to pay a governor, and then you've got to have a garrison, and then you've got to have you've got to start building things like universities and security, and, you know, you see what I mean. So at the same time, administrative strain, I still can't say that, it's a problem, man. It's a real problem. So if I put a truck station out here, we're going to get administrative strain straight away. So it might be worth you just got to be a bit careful, because it drags your civilization score down. So yeah, what to do about that? Don't know, really, is the answer. I mean, apart from maybe we could build a truck station kind of on this side, and then make sure it's just sending all its trucks out this way. But then we're still going to have a supply base, because we're going to be losing the logistics points through the logistic action points, you see. So I think if we want to keep exploring down this way, we're going to have some way of, you know, supplying our troops. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't want a zone here, because it can just get attacked. I'd probably rather have it, you know, that might be a nice square for it, because it's well defensible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that's okay. That might be a nice place for a zone. The other thing I can do, of course, is build sealed roads, which are going to increase the action points of the trucks going down them. But I think I don't know. That might be probably smarter, I'd say. Just expensive in industrial points. I like the idea of having a zone. The thing is, it's just populating it that's the issue. Let's move this independent infantry battalion here. Let's cut these guys off. We've only got 45 recon points, and I don't trust that there's only 100 rifle troops there, actually. There's probably more than that. I'll come back to that decision, I think, about... We've got to do something, because look, we're just not getting enough... We're not getting enough points out here. We've got to do something. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to put a truck station here in this, just nestled in this mountain range. At least it'll be reasonably easy to defend. In fact, it'll be very easy to defend because, good luck getting infantry through there or tanks or anything. Without lots of artillery or aircraft, it's not going to happen. Of course, you are then committing to a new zone, but yeah, I'll do it. I think this is the thing to do, and yeah, I think this is going to be the way to do it. We don't have to commit too much to, putting too many assets in there. I don't think we're going to be able to get to a very high civilization level on this map anyway, just because of the sheer lack of population, basically. It's difficult. Now, these guys are not getting enough. These are just not getting enough. Not getting enough supply. Don't know if we can do something about this. Don't know, is that making any difference? 37? Nope, it's not making any difference whatsoever. Okay. So what is this? We could basically make the truck station... Hold on. Yeah, that was a truck station here at in this city. I suppose we could increase the size of this truck station. That's one way of doing it. The other way would be to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, putting a supply base here. Supply base is cheap, easy to run. Let's do that. We'll get a supply base up. Just hopefully we can be able to get just some more logistics points. Yeah, look at these guys, they're all starving. Yeah, not a lot I can do about this. I think let's just make sure that we're cutting off that to all but pool points. Okay, so we're going to get a few more this turn. It's saying 169. When did we use? That's useful. I can't figure it out from that. We're using a lot of points. Okay. I think I'm going to do what it is that I normally do when I don't understand what's going on with logistics in Shadow Empire. And I'm just going to hope and pray, basically. I've actually, because it's been such a long time since I played, I can't even remember what the when you hit P what this actually means. I think this is the amount of logistics points that is destined for this tile. Well, no, it's how much is it's predicted to being used on that tile. I think so. 139 sounds about right for all these troops. So yeah, let's just see what happens there. I think I should be okay. I don't think they should starve any further. Especially once we get a supply base. Now the supply base, of course, is going to take some of the resources that we're sending out. Let's just pull. We'll drop that one back as well. Okay, yeah, still the same. Still the same. Right, I've got industrial points. We're going backwards in food as well. That's something we're going to have to fix at some point. Maybe, I think what it was I said I was going to do was get, probably build a farm somewhere. Right, I mean, it'd be better for me to build a farm, a level 1 farm here, for example. So these guys aren't actually pulling out. Mind you, look, they're consuming 66. That's interesting. So yeah, maybe we don't need it. It might actually be more stressful on the logistics if we start putting farms in these little places and then they're having to ship everything back to the SHQ. That might actually be worse. Again, something my experience isn't going to be able to tell me is the best thing. I suspect that's probably going to be a bigger problem than actually increasing the size of our farm here. Forget where it is now. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's at Carry. So maybe if we increase the size of the agricultural zone here, now we're going to be paying a lot more people. So this is the only problem, and we're probably going to have a bit too much food then. It's also going to take machines. By the way, we're going up in ammo. I've not seen this happen before. Like, what's caused that? Maybe one of my eagle-eyed viewers or somebody who knows the game better than me can tell me why this is happening. Delivered from zones 98. I've never seen that happen before. Ammo going upwards. I thought you had to manually make that. Okay, that looks like it for this turn, I think. I don't think there's a whole lot more I can do. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. There was a card that I was going to play. Where were we? This guy. Loyal Attacker 4. Oh, Boba Alihands into our service. You can find him in the reserve pool. Okay. Let's have a look at Boba Alihands. What a ridiculous name. Let me just sort it by reserve pool. Yeah, it's capacity 4. Look, this guy's great. He's going to be a really, really good commander. He's completely untested. Got some experience. Let's have a look at his history. He started his career as a trader. That's kind of interesting. I mean, he could go anywhere, really. What about we put this person into... I think we should probably put him into a council. Now, he's got no ambition whatsoever, which is pretty nice. So we could actually sit him in... We could sit him in an SHQ and OHQ, sorry, and he'd be happy. Let me just remind myself of who we've got where. Let's just go to all. Okay, I'm going to just... Okay, here we are. So, Secret Service, Military Research Council, Supreme Command Council, Economic Council, then we've got the Model Design Council, is this guy. But Giggins White Rock's actually good, even though his capacity, his capability's lower. He's actually pretty good, look. He's I don't want to move him. Capability's not everything. So go to the second page. Interior Council, this is where we've got this person, which isn't so good. Yeah, he's starting to learn Chunk Beat Night, but he's not getting that much in. I think... Oh, and then we got the Director of the Staff Council, which is Gwen Burke, and she's not very good at all. Let's get her moved. I'm not going to give her a job. She's not very happy, but I'm not bothered. And I'm then next turn, what I'll do is I'll get that. I'll get this. This guy's actually a military guy. He's actually, you know, really probably wants to be earmarked as a commander. But I think if we get him, I mean, capability 4 will learn really fast. Just as an example, look, if we go to the capability 4 guy that we just, this one here, Trinity Star Waste, look, already just within a few turns. She's only existed since round 43, so in 8 turns, look, has already gone up to, you know, 19 in high command, 17 in covert ops, etc. So she's leveling up fast, and they will do. They will level up really, really quick. She's not even the best person to put in the Supreme Command Council, to be honest. She wants a high war rating, but that'll do for the time being. We potentially, I guess we could switch. Where's that guy that we just got? Bobby Allen. Yeah, he might be even better in the in there, but just I don't want to, you know, move them around too much too early, because it does really nastily affect your loyalty, and you don't want people being, you know, disloyal. Not a great deal we can sell. I think we're okay for money for the time being. I don't want to sell any rare metals. We have got quite a lot of rare metals, but I want to save them. Eventually when I get, you know, I think one way that we could win this game kind of quick would be to pump out a load of tanks, get some spies in here, see what these guys have got, and then just attack them, basically. Because they don't want to be friends. It looks like these guys are hard-coded into being, you know, enemies with us. I mean, we could potentially get this other one. Where are they? Yeah, Schwarzmark. We could probably get these guys to be friends if we try. If we make a bit of an effort. I'd actually like to get some spies in there still. Yeah, look, it's difficult. The difficulty is really high. It must have, oh, there we go. Oh no, that's the that's cargo liner. Okay, we got some spies in. That will be good because it will at least give us some eyes on their territory. I don't want to push my luck with them. So we'll be able to actually go for a clear friendship with them next turn as well. I might increase the income tax again. Oh, we failed. Okay. I find it strange that you would fail to do so. I suppose I kind of get the idea behind, you know, the reason why you might fail at doing something like this. It might take a lot of effort, you know, kind of administration-wise, and kind of convincing the populace that it's a good idea, all that kind of thing. I've seen some people complain that they don't like that, and I understand. I can see why they find that a bit bizarre, because I do as well. Yeah, pretty much everything else is okay. Fat Merchant's a good card. Eager Industrialist is a very, very good card. Actually, let's get that up. Let's get Eager Industry. Have we got Light Industry in Kirkwall already? Sorry, let me just go back to where we're supposed to be. There we go. All right. Just remind myself of whether we've already got one of those cards. Yeah, we've already got Light Industry here. Now we could increase this to 30 by playing that card here, so we'd get another 30 industrial points. Is that worth it? Don't know. Might be. Would it be worth playing it here? I guess what you got to ask yourself is the benefits, are the benefits of paying this card outside of, you know, the industrial point gained worth it? I guess we're probably going to get less as well. I think it's probably, if we're going to play that card, we probably should play it here. Also, we've got Boomtown. These are good cards for just bouncing population in. So you get, you know, you get 1d10, 10d10 times 100. So anywhere between, what's that, 1,000 and 10,000. Is that right? Yeah, sounds about right. It's not a lot of pop, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not really sure about any of these other ones. Things like, you know, traveling teachers might be good. See, just stuff like this allowing your boosting quality of life is important, right? See, that's got security score, 50 and education score. This has got security and education. Traveling teachers might be worth, but let's play one of those, okay? So we've got about 9,000 pop there. About 6,000 there. This is the more important town, I'd say. Maybe I'll play it here. Understood. I mean, you know, it seems like a lot, but you know, for the 2 fate points for that, I think it's important. That will enable us to get, you know, the civilization up a little bit faster, and also we're not having to pay people to, you know, to staff a university or something. We probably could do something similar here as well. All right, folks, I think I'm going to end the episode there. So I'll roll the turn on, and I think I've done everything that I can here. Yeah, I think that's it. I shall catch you in the next episode. See you there.